I have been so excited to chat with you guys. And we were kind of like ships passing in the night at Boston Calling. So our moment has come.
I know, I'm so excited. This is gonna be amazing. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us too.
Yeah, oh my God. You guys are great. And I have become obsessed with you since seeing you on the Boston Calling lineup. So this has been a miracle in the works. Now, let's start with that. How was Boston Calling for you guys? Tell me all about your experience.
Oh my gosh, it was like a roller coaster of emotions, but it
Yeah.
was so amazing. Like just
Yeah.
it was like the best day of my life, genuinely.
Honestly, same.
Best day of our lives. It was our biggest show yet, which was
Yeah.
crazy. We put so much work in just to make it as perfect as it could be. We put in like, 30 rehearsals, printed out 1,500 flyers to hand out to people. We did all of these interviews. We got so many connections from it. We got so much praise from it, which was incredible. And my mom came backstage and she like was crying. She's like, "You're a star." And I was like, "Oh my God." And people were just so nice. And we developed so many real, true connections from it. So it was overall just like amazing.
I'm so happy to hear that. I mean, more than deserved for you guys. You guys have been putting in the work and crushing all these shows, building your fan base. Did you get to see anyone at Boston Calling when you were there?
I didn't. I felt so bad because I really wanted to, but funny enough, I got really sick towards like the end of the night
Hmm.
and I got like a stomach bug.
Oh
But it was
no.
like so I was like so pumped to go see Ed Sheeran. Like everything was like done and I sit down and I'm like, oh, I have to go home.
Hmm.
That's not good.
Hmm. Not
We
today, Ed.
we did see we saw most of Justin Clancy's set.
Oh
It
yeah.
was really,
He
really
was
good.
amazing.
I saw the littlest bit of Luke Hemmings too, but I think that
Yeah.
was most of it.
I got to see him backstage. I got to see him while I was warming
Yeah.
up backstage.
And
That was
then
awesome.
my dad and his girlfriend, when I went to say hi to them, they were watching Maddie Diaz on the green stage. She was really good.
Yeah.
I only watched her a few minutes, but yeah, my dad loved her. It was great.
Love it. The orange stage, is that where you guys were at Boston Calling?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
orange stage was popping all weekend long, and the weather was beautiful, and it was just minus your stomach bug, 10 out of 10 weekend, I
It was
feel.
10 out of 10. No, honestly, I would still call it 10 out of 10 day.
Yes. Now, for those who may have missed the festival and might not be familiar with JVK yet, can you talk a little bit about how you guys started and got together, all that story?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, so Kay and I, we have been playing together for like 10 years now. We were in another band from like middle school to like the beginning of college. And then I did one semester of college, then I was like, nope, this isn't for me. So our band had kind of like broken up like a little bit before that. But so I go to college, I drop out of college. I start JVK. I had a few different iterations, but then there was one point where I needed a fill-in at the very last minute. And I was like, let me call Kay. And so I give Kay a call, and then we've just been playing together ever since. And then Atticus and I had met when we put together a show at like one of our like local skate parks. And he had a different band playing, I had a different band playing. We met, connected really like instantaneously. And then same thing. I needed to fill in, and I was like, "Can you play with me?"
Yeah, I was there.
And I haven't let them go since.
Love it. There's something to be said about being at the right place at the right time, and that's
Oh,
so
absolutely.
cool. Now I gotta know. So I thought initially JVK, that must be your first names because we got Joe, we got Kay, but then we have Atticus. So I'm curious, where does JVK come from? What is it standing for?
JVK is my initials. So
Oh,
originally, yeah, so it's my full name, Joanna Valerie Krieger, but I was like, that's not a rock star name. So I was like, oh, JVK, easy.
I love that. Well, thank you for breaking that down for me. Now,
Of
you
course.
guys are from the Boston area, which must have
Yeah.
made Boston Calling just extra special. But
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
curious, how has being from that area influenced your sound, if at all?
Oh, I think it definitely has. I think it's way more of like the people versus like the environment.
Definitely.
But then it's kind of like, or maybe the people, create the environment that creates the music. And so, but like, we had a mentor growing up who definitely influenced both of our sounds very
Absolutely, yeah.
drastically too. Like this one mentor is like the same person that got you into like Van Halen.
Yeah, and like
got
all
me
of them.
got me into Lana Del Rey. So it's like
Iconic.
And it's one of those things where it's like I feel like the three of us have very different music tastes. It's kind of like but it's like when we come together, it creates something that's like it's very like harmonious, you know? And but I would say it's way more the people like throughout like growing up and then going from A to B and like kind of the way the trajectory of life has taken us. It's definitely like developed the sound.
That's very cool. And that makes so much sense. I feel like I'm a New England girl myself, so I kind of get that. Like we have a certain way of talking to each other, and you meet these people, they become your mentors, and the next thing you know, you're playing at Boston Calling. So that's super dope.
Exactly.
Yes. So your latest single, I believe, is Body Double, which you dropped in February. What is the story behind that song in particular?
It's pretty funny because so the one of the main riffs I had written like years ago, and I had been trying to like put it to a song for a long time. And so when the three of us kind of like finally came together and we're like, yep, like this is the band, this is who we are, that was like the first song that came out of it. And so I was like, and it came together like so effortlessly. I just remember
it's like that was the first one we wrote after Louder Than Life too.
Yeah. It just came together like so effortlessly and just like so easily. And it was kind of like it was like one person did one thing and then another did another thing. It was immediately just like it's like, okay, great, we have a song.
Yeah. Well, it's because I remember us three had we had put together like the majority of the song, like verse kind of like the verse chorus structure, right?
Yeah.
And then we were playing with this bassist at the time when we were practicing with him at his house in Marblehead. And we're like, yeah, man, like we've been working on this song. We got these parts for it. We're like, we just need like a filthy breakdown. And he's like, okay, cool. And immediately plays that breakdown part. He goes, that's it. And we're like, okay. All right. Sounds good. Right there it is, right there.
Yeah.
Say less. That's amazing. Now, you released, speaking of music, your EP, Who is JVK? That came out last year. So what is next for you guys in terms of new music?
We are going to actually be recording this month. We have a little potential EP in store. Which we're very, very excited for. It's going to be like, we're kind of like, I wouldn't say we're necessarily going through like a genre shift, but I'm going to be playing a lot more into like my theatrical side of things. And I feel like that we got like there was a little sneak peek of that within Boston Calling because it was my first time ever doing like full on choreography. And it was like a very choreographed performance, and I loved doing it. It's something I was like, because whenever I picture myself performing, I picture myself like dancing, like almost like Lady Gaga, but it's like it's rock music, so it's like incorporating the two and finding a more theatrical, dramatic side of it. Because I'm a dramatic person, and so it's like I need to tap into that more, and so it's gonna be a lot more theatrical, but also have like those like hard rock elements to it. So I'm very excited for what's to come, and then we're also going to be going on tour, which I'm very excited for. Doing a full country, which is gonna be so much fun.
Amazing. When's the tour kick off?
It kicks off in September 6th.
Amazing. Are there any stops on the lineup so far that you're already looking forward to the most?
That's a good question.
I think for us, when we were talking about places, I think we've always wanted to go play in Texas, and we're doing we got Austin and Dallas set up for the tour. So I think personally, I'm super excited for those two personally.
Same. What about you?
I mean, this is like our first like full country tour, so I think there's like a good like aside from California, most of like the west half of the country we've never played, and I'm excited to do all.
I've never even been. Never mind. Yeah. You're actually in LA right now, and it's my first time ever in LA, and that's been amazing. But I'm so excited to come back to LA. I'm really excited to play in like Phoenix and Texas. I like the heat. And then I'm trying to think of. I'm also really actually one of the places that we played before that I'm so excited to go back to is also Madison, Wisconsin.
Yep.
It's always the ones that you don't expect to be like these crazy shows, be like the most insane show you've played.
That's amazing. And I believe that because I live in Maine, which I think a lot of people wouldn't assume gets like rowdy or crazy at shows like this, but
it's rowdy.
It's wild. So I hope that Maine is on your list. If not yet, one of these days we got to get you.
Oh, absolutely. Here. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we played in Portland before, and I've absolutely loved playing in Portland. That was another one that was unexpected. We showed up, and it ended up being like it was a bunch of different bands, but it ended up being like a huge show. And I was like, oh my God, it was like it came out of nowhere.
Great. Do you remember when that was or what show it was?
It was at Free Street.
Yeah.
And it was the beginning of last year, so beginning of 2023.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, and it was Sal's Skate was the ones putting it on. Right?
Yeah, Southgate Shop.
Very cool. Well, next time you guys are up here, I'm not missing that because you're so fun, such performers. I feel like if people haven't listened to your music yet, one thing they need to know about you is you put on a show. Like you guys all get so into it. I loved the videos you made introducing each one of you with the different clips and just shows your personality so well and just love what you guys are doing. Now, outside of the JVK trio, are there any other artists that you would love to work with or collaborate with someday?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, that's a hard one because a lot of the time I don't know. I very rarely, I mean, in terms of like dream artists I'd ever want to work with, for me is Lana Del Rey. She's my big one. I love her to death. But in terms of like local artists, like smaller artists, honestly, I don't know. That's a hard one. Do you have any?
Silly Goose.
Oh, Drew, I love them.
We love Silly Goose.
I love those guys. What about you? Anyone?
I'm a little stumped on them.
I'm a little stumped on that one too. Yeah.
That's okay. If the Lana dream, actually, I'm gonna say when the Lana dream comes true, you gotta call that mentor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Now, last but certainly not least, you guys, here in Maine, our state motto is the way life should be. So I'm curious, according to JVK, what do you think the way life should be is?
I mean, if I could go first, I think the way life should be is on tour, in the car, all together with a Wawa hoagie in your hand. That's the way.
That was perfect.
I'd be honest, like I don't think I can really top that answer.
Yeah.
I have zero complaints about that.
Yeah, no, that's honestly the way life should be.
Atticus absolutely nailed that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me because I like Boston Calling, we just couldn't make it work and I was bummed. So I'm so happy to actually meet y'all face to face and get to chat. And I can't wait to hear all about the tour and
absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, great to meet you guys and until we meet again.
Until we meet again. Absolutely.
Take care.